Although the plan was perfect, the clumsy criminals, who by now would have been millionaires, are locked in jail cells, slowly waiting out their sentences.
Okay.
So I'll give you some time. You can think about it. You can have time to think about it. But is this a run-on sentence?
Um, I'm gonna say, well, I want to say yes,
Mm-hmm.
but also I was looking at like the commas, and you can't add and, like it can't be like and who by now would have been millionaires.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like,
That's a good way of thinking about it. When you add modifiers to a sentence, you want to be able to take the modifiers out and have the core of the
hmm
sentence.
okay,
So the
yeah.
core of this sentence, for example, right? Although the plan was perfect, that's a modifier. So we don't,
hmm
is there a cross off feature on
So
here?
there's just like a lot of modifiers in this
There's just a
sentence.
lot of modifiers. The clumsy is a modifier. Who by now would have been millionaires is a relative clause. It's a modifier. Slowly waiting after sentences describes how they're sitting in their jail cells. So really, the sentence says the criminals are locked in jail cells. Grudge against everyone who had ever asked for a pencil never returned it, comma, an act he considered a crime against humanity. Is this a run-on sentence?
I think it is because John maintained a deep grudge against everyone who had ever asked for a pencil and never returned it. That's a full sentence on its own.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is actually a perfectly fine sentence.
oh,
And here's why.
okay.
Because John maintained, you're absolutely right. John maintained a deep grudge against everyone who had ever asked for a pencil and never returned it. That's a complete sentence.
Is it because
Um,
there's a modifier?
this is a modifier despite his friend's tearful pleas for forgiveness. That describes John,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
An act he considered a crime against humanity describes never returning a pencil.
Oh.
The salesman, comma, aware that he was going to lose a sale if he didn't make something up, comma, claimed that the laptop could not be customizable and that the only options were in the store. And he uses one of those non-essential elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because aware that he was going to lose the sale if he didn't make something up, or describes a salesman, and it's not really essential because we already have the salesman, right? Yes, I agree with you. I think that it is a run-on. Where do you think the run-on occurs? Like, where do you think, what, after what word?
Between spider and after.
Exactly. That you're exactly right. Yeah, because after that incident, it's an introductory modifier. You would never be the same again. That is its own sentence. So we're really
Mm-hmm.
cramming two sentences together. But I think where they tried to trip you up is last Saturday and after the incident. Those are dependent clauses.
3 is D.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's D.
Yes, it is D. Perfect. So he soon began working under a local lawyer in Kingston, but his mentor died before he completed his apprenticeship. So they turned two complete sentences and it used a conjunction to connect them. Awesome. What'd you get for 4?
I got C.
Perfect. Yep, you got it. You got it. However, makes it still a run-on,
Mm-hmm.
and we can use a semicolon to separate them.
Yeah.
Awesome.